These are the faces of new patients who've contacted Sky News since our initial investigation. Independent of one another, 30 more youngsters have come forward. Once again, they say they were failed by the care they received. They all went to mental health units run by a single provider, the Huntercombe Group, now run by Active Care Group.
I thought I went there to be kept safe.
Amongst those who got in touch are Tyson Vickers and his mother, Rachel.
I could see that he was getting a lot worse. We were seeing much more self-harm.
How would you describe Tyson when he went in compared to how he was when he came out?
He had cuts on his arms, he was bandaged up on both arms. I mean, he looked like he'd been in a car crash.
16-year-old Tyson is autistic. His 2 months at the Maidenhead unit in March and April this year is not something that's easy to talk about.
I still have experienced, flashbacks of things that happened there.
What kinds of things?
Like being restrained. Or, IM'd.
That's injection medication?
Yeah. I was told by one staff member that I would never get out, that I was just going to be, stuck there forever because I couldn't get help.
That's the first time I've heard you say that.
We gathered more than 20 testimonies for our original investigation, broadcast nearly 2 months ago. It raised concerns over issues such as over-restraint and allegations of inadequate supervision, leaving patients at increased risk of self-harm. Some of the 30 new people we've spoken to shared these images. This former patient told us she got bruised knuckles and legs during restraints. Another took these pictures of blood on the walls. She says she was left alone for hours to self-harm. Amy told us when her underwear was removed so she could be put into anti-ligature clothing, there was a male member of staff in the room. I was embarrassed, she said. It really went past all my boundaries. Another patient who didn't want to be identified said her time at the Maidenhead unit left her traumatised with walking difficulties and tics. She told us of her life now. I cannot live independently. Separate to our investigation, we've learned the first steps have been taken by solicitor Mark McGee towards legal action against the Huntercombe Group. He's working on 9 cases, including the family of a young patient who claims they were raped by a member of staff at the Maidenhead unit. Thames Valley Police are investigating.
This is systemic failure and it's gross systemic neglect. All of these individuals have been profoundly affected in terms of the abuse that they've sustained, and it is going to affect the rest of their lives.
Active Care Group took over the Huntercombe Group in December 2021. A spokesperson said, "We are very sad and concerned to hear about these patient experiences and allegations of poor care, a handful of which relate to time in our care. Our policies and clinical interventions are in line with national guidelines and best practice." The previous owners, Ellie Investments Group, said it regrets specialist care services failed to meet the expected standards for high-quality care. NHS England says in recent weeks, current patients have been spoken to and where necessary, action will be taken. Lisa Holland, Sky News.